Hey, friends and strangers, this is Chris over at The Modern Fantastic. How's everybody? Happy Friday. I was late today or this week on getting any kind of blog post up because I was busy being social. I know, COVID times, and I'm out partying it up. No, I'm just kidding. I was being social, but I wasn't partying. It's been a great week. It's been an exciting week. I am quick digression from the Pitmad conversation. I'm a diabetic. I'm not proudly diabetic, but I'm owning it. And I for the last 4 years I was on a medication called Farxiga, and it's kind of a designer medication. My short story long, all the other medications aren't working for me. They don't work for me for some reason. I have a weird intestinal tract, and things just don't work well. So metformin doesn't work. Glimepiride kind of works. Bydureon almost killed me. All sorts of silly crap. And they put me on Farxiga, and Farxiga works great. I thought it was working great, and they said my A1C was over 10, even though I never felt anything. Like, I'm just, what the hell? What is anyway? So I guess Farxiga is good for not me as well. And a side effect for Farxiga was that it killed my imagination. And it's kind of a weird thing to say, but for the last 4 years, I have existed without being able to remember my dreams, without being able to daydream, without being able to like just sit and like ruminate on an idea and ruminate on things. Like, I would have to just take incredible amount of notes and constantly update those notes and constantly refer back to those notes while I'm writing, while I'm working. And I wrote two novels over the pandemic. So those two novels are 100% reflecting my lack of being able to stop and like think about stuff. So I have a whole lot of work to do. I have a whole lot of work to go back and edit everything and kind of like flesh out all this character stuff. I'm so excited. I'm just stoked to the roof. Anyway, I was up late last night. I was watching Critical Role finale, which I thought was phenomenal. A little slow at times, but everyone had to like close off their loose ends and stuff. And Matt Mercer and the whole crew over there is just absolutely phenomenal. I think they got some of the best storytelling going on. Of course, I would have liked to have more of a political slant for their storyline and everything, but they aren't doing it for me. They're doing it for themselves, and I completely get why everything's going on and why they ended it when they did. And I wish them all the best, and I just think they're phenomenal. That being said, I'm a little tired today. I slept in a little bit, and I woke up, and I just woke up again because I'm off the Farxiga now. I woke up going, I need to talk about something that's really important to me. And this is relatively new to me. It's something that I've done the last year, so like four times, and it's the Twitter hashtag Pitmad, which is short for pitch mad. I don't know what the mad part is. I should have maybe done more research before I started talking about it. But it's where you do a Twitter pitch of your book, your finished, polished novel that has not been published yet, and you post a 240 character hook for your book, and including the hashtag Pitmad. There's a whole lot of other hashtags going to, like, own voices or hashtag OWN. LGBTQIA friendly would be LGBTQ hashtag, and fantasy, science fiction, hashtag F, hashtag SF, romance. They all have their own, like, young adult, middle grade, all that kind of stuff. They have all these hashtags for them. If you want to know more about it, I'll post a link on beneath all this. But it is super cool, and I've done it 4 times. Obviously, I haven't had even a like from an agent. I think it's kind of taking a shot in the dark, I think, when it comes to all this. But anyway, I didn't get any likes. I had the most engagement on a couple of my Pitmad posts. Far more engagement than I've ever had before. It was phenomenal. I was on a rush all day. It's excellent. And like, after it was done, everyone was kind of done. Like, a couple numbers came out, and the big number for me was 443,000 Pitmad posts by people wanting agents to find them in their work based off of a 240 character pitch. And that is an incredible amount. That is a lot of posts and a lot of people posting. It's the largest Pitmad that's ever happened, as far as I know. It's 500,000 posts, and it is it's a lot of people, and of course, I'm sure the pandemic and lockdown and COVID, all that kind of helped push people toward doing something in their free time because they had a little more free time, maybe. But it's yeah. I did not get any agents liking or even snooping or anything like that, and I'm cool with that because I understand that they have busy lives, and 250,000 posts, I will easily get lost in that. I saw people with like over 1,000 retweets, over 2,000 retweets for some of these pitches, and have like 151 likes. Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta explain it a little bit better. So you post it, people that that like your post will retweet it if it sounds like it's got a good hook. That's the theory. And agents then tap the like button and heart the post if they want to get involved with it. And if an agent is looking for something, they usually post something on their own, like pin their own tweet saying, "Hey, if I like it, send me your first 10 first 10 pages and a synopsis, or the query pitch and the first 2 chapters," anything like that. My nose is just. So the idea. Anyway, and I see all these people with like 2,000 retweets and like 151 likes, and I go in, or 250 likes, 500 likes, and you go in and you check it out, and it's just a whole bunch of other writers going, "Hey, this is cool, I really like this," not being aware that agents are supposed to like this, and so that way the individual writers can go find whatever agent liked it, and then send whatever materials their way. It's awesome. It's cool. It's like, but it kind of feels like playing the lottery a little bit, because I think there's a lot of really great work out there that cannot be summed up in 240 characters, minus the hashtags you add on the end, minus the comp titles that are complementary or similar to what you're writing. So on one hand, my Pitmad experiences are all failures. Like I'm going to use the capital F word, because my intended goal, of course, is to find representation when I participate in these things. So far it's been a failure. But on the other hand, it's not been a failure, because every time this Pitmad thing happens, every time I get an onslaught of new follows, an onslaught of new people, and cool new people in the writing community that are active and are looking around and are like, "Hey, that's a cool idea," kind of thing. And all of a sudden I get like 25, 30 new follows in a day, and more interaction, more people that I can connect to, and it's awesome. Like, it is, again, I was on that rush all day because I'm like, oh, people are retweeting my stuff, like, this is so cool. But anyway, it's not for everybody, and I think a lot of people get discouraged when they don't get representation, or they don't have anybody snooping, peeking around, asking for pages or whatever. But it's an absolute success, and anybody here that's watching this that has participated in Pitmad, congratulations on that, and I really appreciate you coming by and checking out this little blog of mine. If you have any questions about Pitmad, or about how you can query through this 4 times a year, I guess it's like per quarter, please let me know. I'm not like a guru on Pitmad. I just know that there are a whole bunch of similar Twitter experiences out there that are for own voices, or for like minority groups and all that kind of stuff, that obviously I don't participate in actively, but I do retweet to try and get the exposure up, I guess. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll answer if I can. I will still recommend, I think traditional querying for an agent is absolutely, for me, that's the way to go. And it seems like there's far more of a chance of me finding somebody if I send them my query and let them look at it on their time, instead of having a 500,000 people posting their pitches. And there's some cool pitches out there too. Like, there's some really great ideas out there, really great premises for books. So I'm again, it's always a rush. It's always an excitement for me. So anyway, any questions, let me know. And if you saw the Critical Role finale last night, I'm dragging just like you, and hope you have an awesome weekend. Take care, guys. Like what you see? Please like, follow, comment, do your thing. And as always, keep writing, my friends.